Hello everyone, hope you're doing wonderful today. Welcome to another video. In March this year, I made a video called as the easiest way to make the resin 3D flowers with alcohol inks. All you had to do was drop in the alcohol ink and then drop the resin mixed with white alcohol ink and you get this beautiful 3D flower. Today we're going to do something similar, but instead of resin mixed with white alcohol ink, we're going to mix the white opaque resin pigment. I've taken a medium viscosity resin. I mixed the resin and the hardener really well, and I'm going to allow it to rest for around 10 minutes until all the air bubbles disappear. And then I'm going to allow the resin to thicken up a little. We're going to wait until it reaches a certain consistency to make the petals. So the total amount of resin also includes around 10 gram for my white pigment paste. If you're using medium viscosity, do keep a watch. After 10 minutes the timings will vary. So it's been around 30 minutes or so, and I've removed 10 grams of resin from this for my white pigment paste, and I'm pouring the rest of it into the coaster. I'm using a 6-inch coaster today, so probably took around 90 gram of resin in total. So this clear resin that I'm pouring, I'm making sure it reaches somewhere between half to 3/4 of the mold. So make sure the resin goes to all the nooks and corners. So next we'll mix some white opaque resin pigment to the 10 grams of resin. So I'm just taking a little bit at the end of the popsicle stick and mixing it in the resin very nicely. It's time to drop the alcohol inks. So one by one I'm just dropping a color of alcohol ink into the clear resin until it fills the whole coaster. So once the alcohol inks are dropped, I'm going to take the resin mix with white pigment and make a desired design on the alcohol inks. So I'm just making a swirl today. You can make whatever design you want here. Taking a toothpick and making some petal designs, and while doing this I'm making sure not to scratch the bottom of the silicone mold. Just lightly go through the resin. The process is pretty much done here. Now I'm going to wait for the resin to cure for 24 hours and we'll demold and see how it goes. So as time moved, I noticed that the color in the lower half was moving towards the top. So the orange in the below part was mixing with the green to give a muddy brown color. So I think the work surface was not level, so it was moving to the top part. So do make sure that your work surface is level. I forgot to do that. So ideally this should not happen. It should not blend so much. So I'm actually anxious to see how this is going to turn out tomorrow. Right, after 24 hours I demolded it and actually made it into a clock. So yeah, I was worried about how this is going to turn out because of the orange overflowing a little more than needed, but check it out guys, the design is pretty cool. It did overflow and blend, but the orange did not, the muddy brown that it made did not sink too much. So I think that's what saved it. So I turned this into a clock. Final conclusions: the one on the left is made, the design is made with the white opaque pigment, and on the right the design is made with resin mixed with white alcohol ink. So you can see there's a clear difference in the final effect that it gives. So when you put resin mixed with white alcohol ink, it will immediately try to sink the colors, blend with it and spread later. So you get a lot of depth in it, whereas on the left it will the opaque pigment will spread and sink slowly, so you'll get more straight petals. I think both the designs, in their own way are unique and give really cool effects. So guys, do try this out and tag me on my Instagram channel. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe, like, comment and share. It really helps me out a lot. I'll see you soon in the next one.